Hi everyone, I'm John Holmes with Camfil, and I'm here with Colleen to talk about her experience with the CDM. So Colleen, why don't you maybe share with us, what brought you to the CDM, what you tried before, and what your experiences have been?
So for many years, I've had respiratory issues, lots of lung infections, pneumonia. I've got lots of allergies. So I've tried, some not cheap, but economical from, like the shopping channel and, the big box stores. And I've gone through probably four or five, and they just weren't doing anything. We actually got a CDM at our work. I work in a warehouse at Transmission Supplies, and it's half office, half warehouse, very dusty environment, which of course I'm allergic to. So I was having lots of obviously respiratory issues and at work, and I noticed that my breathing started getting better at work, but still at home, it was, I was still, my allergies and whatnot were still bothering me. And it was like, well, it's an investment in my health, and not only just my health, but my family's health.
So what kind of specific health benefits have you noticed?
Well, John, I used to be on 3 different inhalers. I'm embarrassed to say, but that's life in Alberta, and asthma is a major part of it. And I'm happy to say I actually carry one inhaler with me now, and that's my rescue inhaler, which don't want to be silly and not have that. So I carry that around with me, but that's it. And I'd much rather spend it on that than taking medication.
Absolutely, well said. What about the noise level? That's one of the concerns I know.
It's actually on full right now. Yeah, it's literally quieter than a fan. But we bought 2 Camfil air purifiers, and that was because of the forest fires we kept getting. Or not, I'm in Calgary, but forest fires from down in the States, from BC, unfortunately, up north. And for, gosh, the last 3, 4, 5 years, Calgary's air quality, through certain times has really diminished. And I was so thankful to be able to, and I was kind of like under house arrest because of my lung issues. I wasn't allowed to go outside. And so and of course I've got 2 dogs. So, you let them in, let them out, let them in, let them out. Well, what would fill up the house but the smoke from outside that you could almost taste the smoke. It was that bad for many days out of the year. But our house was absolutely exceptional.
So, one thing I wanted to ask you too was about the ROI, return on investment. As you mentioned, it is, an investment. I would assume it's got a lot more than your typical economy one. So are you happy with it, or did you?
Absolutely. Well, John, I spent hundreds of dollars actually on other air purifiers that claim to be, they did the HEPA type filters. And I don't actually, I'm not even that technical on it, but it didn't even come close. Like if I hadn't seen it firsthand, at work, where we sell, industrial parts. So as I said, it's dusty and experiencing that, physical relief from and health. So when my husband and I, discussed about buying a CDM, it was actually not even a very long discussion, because it was like, how important is my health? How important, is my family's health? And so we decided, well, let's just do it. And, we replace the filters once a year. And the CDM is on all the time.
Would you recommend this to anybody else?
I keep recommending it to people. But you know, they do get a sticker shock, which I understand. But when I added up how much I've already spent on products that didn't work, I'd already spent over half of what it is for one of these City M's. And I would recommend it to anybody. I would highly recommend it for doctor's office, dentists. Actually, I mean, I think that most stores, when you have people, you know, in and out of a building that you frequent, I think they should all have these, because I have a feeling like, well, just COVID, other, you know, viruses that are out there, cold, sniffles, you know, when we stop wearing masks, we're still going to have, you know, these viruses that we can get, whether it's just, you know, a common cold or COVID.
Fair enough. Well, thank you so much, Colleen, for your business.
Thank you, John. I tell you, this has changed my life for the better. It has really, really improved my quality of living.
Thanks so much, Colleen.
Thank you, John.